Hey folks, this is Misha, or Agent Agnes. You probably know that if you've gotten this far in the podcast so far. I just wanted to say we appreciate every single one of your listens, and we really hope you enjoy this fun little project we do, and we hope that you're having a fun time just kind of tagging along for the ride, and it's kind of, chaosy, if you know what I'm talking about. Just a little bit of info. If you like us that much and you keep listening every week, we'd really like it if you could like and review whatever platform you listen to us on. That really helps the algorithms for us to, just reach out to more and more people who might like the podcast. And you can find us on Instagram at Chaos Engine Pod, and we love to talk to you all. So if you wanted to ask us any questions or reach out, we have some giveaways sometimes. Just give us a follow there too. Kind of helps us know what we can do better and just to reach out to all of you. So thank you all for listening again, and have a great day.
It's been a while since we recorded, as we peek behind the scenes here, but we are back. I didn't say we wouldn't do another intro after 10, so I'm going to stick to that. I'm not going to say who we are, because you should know by now.
But what if someone's just tuning in just now?
You know what? For this first time, since we're starting a new mission, we'll go with it.
No. I think it's appropriate.
You
Beginning of the mission.
All right, guys, we're only going to do this for the first 13 episodes, so after that...
I'll come up with something episode.
You better know.
We are the Chaos Engine. This is the Dark Thoughts podcast, and we are starting Mission 2. It's been a little bit on our end since we recorded as we sit here.
Appropriate, though.
Yeah.
The break in between missions.
And also, we have busy lives doing adult shit.
Well, you're the only one that has children, so I feel like out of all of us, you're the adultiest of us all.
No, that's not true. Like, you can still have adult shit to do and not have kids. Like,
you
guys have a house you have to upkeep. You got 4 fucking cats you got to take care of. You got jobs. You have a yard. Like, come on now. Don't just, Just because I created offspring doesn't mean.
I appreciate that. I shirk a lot of my...
Spent a lot of time petting cats.
I have a lot of Elden Ring to play, so
I gotta get
that time.
That's legit.
Yeah,
that's important.
That DLC.
If you cancel plans with me because you were saying you're playing Elden Ring, I'd be like, I understand.
I got to beat the mountaintops of the giants again. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I understand.
I know you said words there, but I don't know what they mean. I'm so lost in Elden Ring, I don't know where to go, so I'm just kind of like, okay, I think I've got my fill. Like, I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to run to, and I can only go around and kill giants so often before I'm like, this is getting kind of stale.
Yep.
Tri-finger butthole. Had to say it on the podcast. I had to say it on the podcast. Did you not beat
Raya Lucaria?
Who?
The wizard school.
Yeah, I beat that. The one who turns into a moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I beat her.
Did you go to the Altus Plateau?
Fuck is that? Yeah, that's where you gotta get the lift and go up there? Yeah, I went up there.
Go to the capital city?
No.
Do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the one with all the guards?
Go east.
That city was sick.
Okay. Because I had to go get the Nagi Kiba up there. And so once I got that, and I was like, I'm done up here for now.
Yeah, you want to go east from the lift.
Jake didn't know the tri-finger butthole thing, and I decided to have to... People can leave messages, so someone left that message. It's like a very common message.
So I wasn't positive, but I kind of thought, because I don't play those games, those From games. But you can do that in the old ones too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But okay,
it's not butthole, it's butthole.
It's like it's a quote prompt, like it's blank word, and then you can put a comma question. And then and then a blank word, and you just put finger and hole right there.
But with one T.
Exactly.
I'm racking my brain there's it's like the old Pokemon, how you could talk in certain word prompts. But
it's exactly
like
that.
Fuck did they add butthole? That makes sense.
We got a VR headset, so my kids have been playing on the VR headset a lot. And so while my youngest is playing on there, he will hand me his Switch to catch Pokemon in the new Pokemon game. He's like, "Here you go, Dad, go catch Pokemon." I'm like, "Yeah, I got it, man." So just run around, catch Pokemon.
Dual screen.
It's a pretty cool game. I don't know.
New Pokemon?
Yeah. I'm not a huge Pokemon guy. I like it, but some of the new Pokemon look pretty dope. I got a Magikarp, so I'm leveling that little fucker up to become Gyarados.
Why would
So
Nice.
doing the classic, have them start the fight, automatically switch
Yep,
to another
switch it
Pokemon.
Switch it out until you get the like
experience share, whatever it is.
the XP share.
They do, but like you get more if you're in the battle.
Yeah.
Well, they have a whole thing now where like you can just send the Pokemon out and he'll just like fuck shit up in the wild. So like I just send my Magikarp out, just like flopping around like fighting shit. I'm like, all right, cool, man. Like you get yours. But they actually gave Magikarp tackle. Like I don't remember him actually having.
No, he never did.
Boo.
Never did.
Yeah, I got tackle. I was like, yeah, it doesn't feel right. I still only splash, but like
That's soft.
it's just like,
Keep it at flail.
what
and
fucking world is this?
Ugh.
All right, back to the Chaos Theory, Dark
Yes,
Engine
sorry.
Thoughts podcast.
So we open up mission 2. It is, I'm thinking October. Sorry, not October. It's August, probably 28th at this point.
I'm gonna keep track and hold you to this.
That's good because it is
2019.
2019. So it's about August 28th.
It is, or it was, a Wednesday.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. When you all last heard, you had gotten a call from Director West saying to meet. Something was going on in Ellensburg.
And how long ago was that? I'm sorry.
I would say that call probably came like on the Monday. So like the home scenes are kind of nebulous in time. So I kind of figured at one point you get a call. It didn't necessarily line up for when you ever did your home scene moment, but you would get this message. And so yeah, you guys received a call on that Monday saying essentially that black images of you guys have appeared around Ellensburg on various buildings.
Oh no!
And that she wants to get you guys back together to go and investigate what the fuck is going on. She also told you that if anybody from you guys reached out, to not trust them. So you guys would get probably a text or a message from from Director West on Monday saying, meet me in Yakima at Wednesday, blah 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 blah, and she gives you an address. Yakima.
So I'm so sorry. If I can just get a recap. What did directors say about who could potentially be
She made it sound you as a character would probably think
like if any other Delta Green affiliated person were to reach out.
Yeah, so typically you only ever hear from like Director West telling you guys your mission. So yeah,
your chain of command now
feels like them.
Kind of. Yeah. So you guys drive. I assume Agnes is going to have to fly.
I guarantee you the second she gets that call and knows where to go, she would just go immediately.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's why I think like 2 days is probably good enough time for you to get a flight. She, like, you have to book your own flight. Like, this is something where you're going to book your own flight. You're going to have to go. Same with you guys if you're going to be driving there.
Yeah, I'll drive.
Yeah. So eventually you guys all pull up to, let's say, some of you would pass through Ellensburg. Some of you wouldn't. Like, I don't see Strauss.
No, you're going to turn right set him in Richland.
Yeah, so
like I'm on the other side.
Yeah, you're
an
driving,
hour away.
Yeah, and you're coming from Idaho Reflux, so you wouldn't go past. I think the only person who potentially would, Duffy, you're coming from Oregon.
Yeah,
you're going to come up probably through Eastern Washington.
I didn't even realize you said Yakima instead of Ellensburg.
Yeah, so I think the only person who would potentially drive by Ellensburg would be Agnes. Agnes, as you're coming through Ellensburg, you have to drive past Ellensburg, and then you take a right and you head through some mountain passes to get to Yakima. You guys were there, found your ill-fated man to kill. As you pass by, you see kind of blinking on all of like the signs that you can see. You see a big sign that says Ellensburg Rodeo, August 30th to September 2nd. And this is an actual thing. Like, the Ellensburg Rodeo is one of the biggest rodeos, I think, in the country. Those, as you drive by, that's what you see. And
it's our Calgary Stampede.
Having worked in Ellensburg for 2 years when the thing's going on, it's wild. It is.
Can't imagine. That gets kind of
do the
tootny.
Do the kids love? Do the college kids love it? Or are they like, I'm getting drunk and that's it?
I think that's mainly it. Like, I remember I worked at Bi-Mart when I was there, and I remember like all these college kids would come in. Maybe it was for that or some country music festival, But I remember there was like some girl trying on like straw hats, and she's like, "Do I look cute in this?" It's like, I don't fucking care. And I just like walked off like I don't.
Oh, is that one of those situations where the girls wear like short shirts,
yes.
but then the cowboy boots? So I never understand why they wear boots and short shorts at the same time. Like, what are you trying to keep warm, and what are you trying to protect?
Mud.
Yes.
Try and protect from mud because they're going to be out there in the field, and it gets muddy. So you want to wear taller shoes, but it don't get. It really don't get past them boots.
I don't think you guys, when you were in Ellensburg, would have gone near the fairgrounds. Like most of your stuff was pretty located in town. The fairgrounds is a little bit further out, kind of, I guess, eastish of the town. There's a big, essentially kind of like a mini amphitheater that you can that has the festivities. So, but yeah, just had you see that driving through, and eventually you pull up and you all meet at a Motel 6 in Yakima. I would say that she probably gave you a room number to check, like just to come to. And so
were we expected to just meet her? Or is it like get a room here, come to this?
No, it would say like meet at Motel 6 Yakima. It gives you an address, just as like room 12. So you guys show up one by one, knock on the door. I think the first person that comes, like the chain kind of pulls back, and you see like Director West looking at you kind of through it, and then you hear like kind of like an audible, just like when she closes it and locks it. And it's like,
I feel like I would be there first, just because
you're closest. Yeah. So she's been like, "Come on in, Strauss, have a seat. You can sit on the bed, or you can sit on. There's like a little couch.
Take a seat on.
Yeah, and you see she like lights a cigarette up and like puts it in her mouth and just like puffing away at it.
They let you smoke in here?
Probably not.
Fair. Not my room.
Actually, I think over in Eastern Washington there are still.
Of course.
I remember when we stayed at Moses Lake, the Motel 6 there. Like you could have smoke.
Wow.
Up till
she lights up, I go, shit'll kill you, you know.
In like 2013, 2014, Florida.
Yeah. And this is our world, so I see it happens, and she also doesn't give a fuck.
And it's like The Wire. Like they're just.
I think you look up and like if there was a smoke detector, like it's been unhooked. So, she's like, yeah, the other things are probably going to kill me too. You want one?
No thanks.
Okay. And so she's just she kind of looks at you, she's like, so, yeah, told you what's going on. They, found some sort of marking of you. Other shit went down recently, too. Oh, I'll have to wait till the rest to get here.
Okay. A quick reminder. So I wrote down that I got a text with a picture of a silhouette and a name, but if I remember right, the name wasn't under the silhouette. It was two different pictures.
No, it was like kind of tied, like either on top of it or below it. Yeah.
Okay. I just wasn't quite sure, but so very clearly, like somebody's drawn a pic. So basically, I'd asked her like, so I'm guessing then that everybody else from that operation got something similar.
She's like, yep. She's like, they all used your guys' code names, so no real names. So I guess that's a blessing in disguise, maybe.
Or is it?
Yeah, and trust me. She's like, she's got to pull on. She's like, this one's going to be a little bit different. I'll wait for everyone else to get here, but we're not going to have the resources we had. A lot leaner. But we'll wait till everyone gets here. You can turn the show, turn on TV if you want to watch something. And she like goes over to a nightstand and pulls a card and like slides you a card, and you see it just says like room 13. And she's like, you can stay in that room. She's like, I got bunk up with one of them. I got two other rooms.
Well, while I wait for her, I flip on the TV. Reruns of Rivermont.
I love the fact that show ended because he caught all of the things.
Dude, that show is actually really good.
It is.
Like, really it's so good to watch.
I mean, what? I don't believe anybody caught all of the Rivermont.
He caught all of like the major like large like he set out to catch all of the world's largest like fish species like in rivers, and he caught all of them.
Oh,
like there's so the show ended because he had no more content to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Suffering.
I don't think he probably didn't catch the biggest one of it, but he caught like
that.
Like the lake sturgeons and shit like that.
I thought he was like because I've never seen it. I thought it was like Truth Hunters or something.
Well,
where it was like there's a fucking 80-foot catfish in this river.
It'll be like on this river. There's this this local legend of this giant fish that eats people. And he's like, okay, I'll talk to some people from all this description. This is probably what the fish actually is. And then he just goes out and catches a massive fish. Wow. And like 80% of the time, it's just these enormous catfish.
And he releases it so they can continue living. Oh, that's fucking sick. Oh, wow.
Color me impressed.
So they can continue to kill people.
Yeah.
But
sometimes it's like reclaim nature. Crazy ass like alligator gar with like massive teeth and shit.
Or like sturgeons and shit like that. Like
the village is like, you fucking had it. You fucking had it.
You could have fed us for 3 months.
Like it's been terrorizing us for so long.
Yeah, it's mostly like over in like Thailand and like the Amazon River and shit like that.
I don't fuck with that stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna get high and watch it at some point.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the people who like do the catfishing where you like stick your hand in and like
noodling. Yeah. I'm already scared of that
crazy.
shit, dude. I'm already.
Yeah.
If
you can't see it, and you're
piece of seaweed touches me, I'm out.
Same, dude.
I'm out.
I turn into a 13-year-old. Get off me! Get off!
I blame Lake Placid. Like ever since watching Lake Placid, I'm just like, there's a giant crocodile in this water when I jump into it. Even Jaws. Like I wouldn't swim in a swimming pool for a while because of Jaws. I wasn't like, there's no way a shark's getting in here, but I'm still in water. I'm like, so come.
Ever since I learned that the deepest part of the ocean is 7 miles down,
we've explored less of the ocean. Like it's terrifying. There 100% could be elder gods down there. Who knows?
Anyways, so pop on River Monsters.
Cool. And
Wes, you ever watch this?
She just kind of. She's like, not a big TV part.
She's like, you heard they caught them all.
They're like Pokemon.
I think in 2019 it had been off for a couple years, but I'm sure they still.
Yeah, but it's on Nat Geo or Discovery, whatever the fuck it's on. I think she'll probably sit down and start watching it with you. She's got nothing else going on. And so eventually we see the rest of you guys show up one by one. You knock on the door. You see the thing come up. You see Strauss in there. You guys file it.
Reflux says New England clam chowder as he walks.
Is that the red or the white?
The white. Nice. Thank you. Okay, perfect. She knows. Amazing. I love it.
It's really you.
That's fucking Cannibal Corpse. Was it 6 Feet Under? Cannibal Corpse playing in the movie? I think it's Cannibal Corpse.
Oh, I know what that I know the code of that reference, but I don't know what it's
Ventura.
Ace Ventura.
I'm pretty sure it's Cannibal Corpse with
early Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, it's with the first singer, the guy who sucks. The guy who now lives up here. Chris, whatever, from 6 Feet Under. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't like.
I don't either. They're one of those bands like where because I associate them with like douchey kids in high school, I just associate everybody who listens to them with like, I'm like, oh, you're just a douchebag. I think we're the nicest guy in the world, but if they listen to 6 Feet Under, I'm like, I don't trust you.
Feel the same way about Nightmare Before Christmas.
I do, yes. I've come down on that.
You should go back up.
Okay, will do.
Those flags should be there.
That's mainly because like that one, the one girl in Ellensburg asked me out, and I was like, this is really weird. Like, she had like a Jack Skellington shirt on. I talked to her twice in my life. Like, she would come and talk to me in Weimar, and she's like, "You want to go on a date sometime?" I was like, "No, I'm engaged. Like, I have a ring on. Sorry, but take it easy.
Take it easy."
You crit on a charisma roll,
I guess.
Yeah.
But okay, so eventually, you all show up one by one. She offers you a cigarette if you'd like. She will hold up one extra key card for room 14 and be like, I was only able to get 2 extra rooms, so Strauss has 1 for 13. 2 of you are going to be staying in 14. I'll let you guys pick who. It's been a couple years. I hope everybody's been doing well. Yeah, good to see you all again.
Yeah, it's glad you're all doing well. Looks around the room. Reflux, Duffy, Agnes.
I kind of think that Agnes would just be like a little bit, because like she had to travel a lot longer, so her hair would probably just be like really poofy, and she'd probably have like a briefcase that just has so many unorganized papers in it, like trying to be prepared, but she doesn't know for what for.
Yeah, just a case.
Yeah.
How has your guys' characters changed physically in these past 2 years? Like, or do you still look pretty much the same? Like, has Strauss like grown his hair out more?
No, he stayed pretty much the same. If anything, his hair is a little grayer than it was. It was already graying.
Yeah,
but I think with the stress of how the last one ended, and
taking an axe to the back.
Yeah, and that just grate him a little bit, but he's kept up physically.
Okay, nice.
Reflex is...
He's had to try to make sure he keeps that range of motion in his arm.
Reflex is shakier. He's just kind of... He just seems wired and kind of just a little jumpy.
Okay.
Agnes probably has a ponytail now because she doesn't have time to go get it cut. She needs to do research. She needs to know more knowledge.
All right.
I think Jim Duffy has the full shebang of someone who's probably not doing the best.
All right.
He's heavier, probably 20, 30 pounds in his gut, I would say. He's got a beard now. Maybe shouldn't have the beard, and his hair's a little...
Okay. Like past his ears or to his shoulders?
I was almost thinking a little bit shorter than Tyler's.
Okay.
But more
my hair's
more
down to my shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit shorter than Tyler's.
And you still came back. Look at you.
I feel bad because I just picture Steve Bannon, and I don't think that's what you're going for.
Dude, that's really, you know what? That's almost 100%
That's
accurate.
perfect.
Just like jowls.
That's
Sorry,
really, really
Okay.
good.
That's in my head now.
Terrifying.
Yeah, that's good.
Can Steve Bannon actually be the Cthulian god at the end of this one?
No, because I don't want to have to be Steve Bannon.
Yeah.
The fact that Steve Bannon exists is scary enough in this world. We don't need to have him in our world. Okay, so yeah, you guys are meeting up, kind of maybe take a little bit of time. She checks how everybody's doing. You guys probably catch up, and she's just kind of puts another cigarette out. She probably smoked 3 in the entire time you've been there, which probably isn't. You've probably been there if you arrived first, probably an hour.
Yeah, I wouldn't be early,
right?
But maybe half hour for everybody else for meeting time.
And so she kind of gets to it. She's like, all right, well, yeah, I let you all know that a image and your name appeared on the wall in Ellensburg, Washington. It is a silhouette of you from 2 years ago. I don't know if it's going to match you completely now. I obviously haven't had eyes on it except for the photos that I was able to obtain. But yeah, it's got your agent name and a black silhouette.
Do you know if they were found near each other or across all around town?
It's they're all around town, right? As far as I can tell. There's
dresses of everywhere? She
does. You would know that there is one on the... excuse me, I'm burping here. There's one on Crest Furniture, which is it's a local furniture shop. You guys would have seen it when you were in Ellensburg. It's right across from the Tav on the corner of Main Street. There was one at Kittitas First Credit, which is just a local, small bank that's in Ellensburg. There was one on the Brewdew Pub, which is another kind of a local brewery place. And then the last one would have been... Yeah, there was one on another business downtown that is, we'll say, a coffee shop. Java Blast.
Ooh,
Java Blast Coffee.
Nice.
Terrible. Flux is
sounds like Ellensburg.
Is there...
I'm going to have a Java Blast after having
Which location was my silhouette at? Do we know which was where?
Yeah, so she goes on to say Agnes was at the Crest Furniture location. Duffy was at the Brewdew Pub. Strauss was found at the Kittitas First Credit. And then Reflux, you were found at Java Blast.
Nice.
And so she's like,
nice.
There's been another recent development, and she slides you guys over a newspaper article from yesterday. And it says, 2 students found murdered in their apartments. And they give an address of the apartments. The apartments are north of the campus. They're actually, if you drive, they're maybe 3 blocks north of there's 3 blocks north of the college itself. There's a little student housing area up their apartments, and they found 2 students dead in it. She's like, well, this probably doesn't seem like much. She's like, I was able to...
Was this two separate apartments, or is it two students in one apartment?
From what I understand, they were roommates. They were both found murdered in a very horrific fashion. But the thing that I think you guys would want to take a look at, and she's highlighted it as she points to it. You see there's a description that the students written on the wall in their blood is the saying, "Hell is me."
Ah! We know that from the previous
That's from the other thing.
It is. And so she's like, I think this is enough to get us back in there. I'm going to be completely honest with you and tell you this up front. This is not going to be sanctioned from what we've been doing.
Yeah, okay, let's get into that. Why is this such a normal case? Why isn't this going through the normal channels?
And she kind of she pulls out another cigarette, lights it up and takes a puff. She's like, it is going through the normal channels, and they gave it to it. But I don't think it's right to take you guys off of this since it deals with you. And so I'm giving you the opportunity to go in there and figure this out. But that means there's going to be another team there of agents that if they find you there are probably not going to be very happy to find you. So my suggestion to you is don't trust anybody from out of town. Now, if you weren't aware of this, and she kind of flips back to the front of the newspaper, she's like, there's a rodeo going on this weekend. It is the Ellensburg rodeo. It is the largest rodeo in Washington state, if not probably this part of the country. It's you can look through, she's like, there's a bull riding contest, all those type of things. There's some sort of pageant. So there's going to be a lot of out-of-towners in, hence why we're having to stay here in Yakima versus Ellensburg, because you can't get a room in Ellensburg for right now. It is packed. So there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be there from all over the country, all over the state, all over this region to check this out. And you're going to be some of those folks.
Oh.
Now, I don't really have a good cover right now for getting you guys in there. I can try to pull some strings if we want to work on this. She's like, I think I have a in that I might be able to set you guys up as a crime scene cleaning crew, and you can go and investigate under that pretenses, but that's only going to get you into the murder scene. After that, you're not going to have FBI authority like you did last time. You're going to have to be a lot more quiet. Easiest thing to do to get you in there to take a look is you're all going to be crime scene cleaners. You can go in there, take what you can get what you can, and then you can get out, and then we can come up with something different. And so she's like, yeah, she's like, I still got some contacts. I can still work on some things. It's probably going to take me, like I said, I kind of had this idea, so she's got a couple name badges kind of filled out with your guys' photos, older photos. You would probably recognize them as the photos you took when you joined Delta Green. She's like, we can go this route. And they all have fake aliases on them. I'm not gonna, you guys can come up with a fake alias if you want, but we're not gonna refer to them.
My name is James Dufay.
I have so many questions. So there seems like the students that got killed that has Hell's Me on the wall is sort of not inherently the same as our shadows being our silhouettes being on the walls. Do we know if they're tied at all, and which one of these two things is the other team from Delta Green investigating, or both?
That's a good question.
And she's
it's important to know if they know about the silhouettes.
As far as I know, they're going there to investigate the silhouette. It's I'm going to assume that they're tied together, but I don't know. It just seems weird that you guys encountered a shadow man, and there are shadows of you, and then there's the exact same saying that you saw on the outside of the house inside an apartment building. I'm looking that there's some sort of link there, but I won't be able to tell you exactly.
This is just me asking. Was there any way I can use human to see if there's anything she...
You could certainly try. Give me that roll.
$72 under 81.
Okay. She is telling you everything that she's aware of.
Okay.
But she is also extremely nervous and seems on edge. So, something about this situation has her So, that is what the vibe that you get. Yeah. So she's like,
Do you know when the other team did arrive or is going to arrive?
I don't. I'm not fully. I don't know when they're going to be doing it. She kind of pauses a little bit, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't know enough about what they're going on. I fought to have you guys go back in. I was told that if you guys are needed, they will call upon you and send you in there as needed. But this is not something. They feel that you're too close to it, and maybe they're right. But I feel that you guys deserve this opportunity to figure out what's going on. I mean, you beat this thing once. If this is the same thing that's there, you're going to have a good opportunity of knowing how to take it out, or you've already done." She's just kind of like, I don't know if there's another area that's consecrated to this thing, but I've been doing this long enough to know that something's up. It doesn't make sense that you guys fought the Shadow Man, and then there's shadows on the wall. That, to me, it seems like it might be toying or purposely trying to draw you there, and maybe that's what it is, and I'm sending you in there, and I don't know. I don't know.
Do we know what happened to, like, the bowl and the knife and, like, the ritual materials from before?
Did you guys take them out of there?
That's what I'm wondering.
I think we put them in the green.
I think you looked.
Well, you guys wouldn't know this, but Agnes did.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, shit.
Did you really?
Yeah. But you guys don't know that, but I figured it would be, like, pertinent for you guys not to go, like, look.
Well, Duffy's going to be like, Agnes took the journal.
I mean, they still
see it in her face.
She was last to leave. You guys all left before her, so she went back and she got it.
They still have the knife and bowl, though.
Dope.
I don't think I've told you guys this, but I picked amnesia as my, like, for hitting the breaking point. So Strauss really doesn't know exactly what happened in the house. Or at least, like, up to a certain point, basically until that guy was about to be sacrificed, he's got a memory, but as soon as stuff started happening, nothing.
Wow.
It's like, so everything is fuzzy. So...
Damn. Yeah. Well, okay. All right. So, are we suspecting that there's some kind of motive for cover up here, or that they were invested in the ritual items that we found? Did they find some value in our findings and want to capitalize on that with, like, the bowl and knife? Maybe they wanted to use that power elsewhere. Is there some kind of?
We need to check on that.
It's like, are you talking about, like, whoever did this?
I'm saying, like, the Delta Green itself to send in another crew instead of us. Are they trying to, like, use that?
No, I think the best thing I can gather is that they don't trust you guys to keep your heads on straight as you're sent in. This might be a little too close to the vest for you.
Agnes does the shock Pikachu face.
And she's like, and maybe they're right, maybe they are, but I still feel you deserve a chance to figure out who's coming after you.
I think your instincts are right. This is probably... So be ready for that.
Absolutely. Don't trust anybody.
Really respectable, West, and I really appreciate this. But that said, are you willing to, you're kind of putting your career on the line for this, are you not?
And you see her gonna pause. She looks at you and, like, takes a big drag of her cigarette. She's like, yeah, well, whatever career I had with what's going on, I'm sure I could pick up. And she kind of just like, after this is all done, I can explain it all to you. We're going to have some sort of backing. I can promise you that. It's just not going to take me a little bit longer to figure out what's going on. We're going to have a little bit tighter resources, but I'm going to be here helping you guys out every step of the way.
All right.
So she's like, I want you guys to report daily what's going on. If you're going to come back here, if you're not, call me. Keep me abreast of what's going on. If I can hear of anything else through channels, I will let you guys know.
Are you going to be staying here?
I am.
Did you give us her room number? 12, okay. So we're 12, 13, and 14.
Right. I think that's all my questions. One more. Okay, so the name with the silhouette, that's the main thing. If it was just the silhouette, that'd be one thing, but was the name, like, literally on the wall, or was it...
It's like right now, like either beneath it or above it.
It's on the wall. Okay, I wasn't...
And from the photos you see, they're all, like, at ground level. So if you were to walk and stand next to them, they would be as tall as you were when you were there. Like I don't know if you've grown a couple inches.
Atomic blast shadow
exactly,
against the wall.
Yes.
God.
Oh, Lordy.
So. Okay. And most of them are just like, you with your hands, like, at the side. Like, nothing.
T-pose.
Yeah. So, yeah, you just Christ-like.
T-posing for dominance.
T-posing for dominance.
Yeah, so that's what you guys know. So she's kind of just like, yeah, let me make some calls. I could probably get you in there tomorrow to look at the crime scene itself. I don't know if you guys want to go drive into town and take a look at these things before that.
I want to check that green box as soon as possible. Do you know if somebody kept up with payments after the last time? There was an issue with
Yes,
that guy owes me $1,400.
Yeah. Here's the problem with
$1,500.
She's like, "Yep, no, we have," and she kind of she like slides you guys over the key to it.
Okay, perfect.
Because I'm assuming you probably would have turned that in.
Yeah. So,
or maybe like made a copy,
right?
So like we just have it.
Yeah.
Looks like someone needs to go visit her old friend, the coroner, or something Perkin. I forget his name.
Elmer Perkin.
Elmer Perkin.
We need to be especially careful whenever we go to a location where it's a hub where we would meet the other agents. So if it's the green box, how are we going to do this without making sure we don't?
Just be careful. We pretend we're going to a different one and make sure they're not there. And we
could go at night.
You could do that, yeah.
But I mean, they might all.
Less like.
Well,
it's like closed at
West. Well, so she knows for sure that like it's, as far as we know, not going to be another bribe situation.
Yeah, she will tell you. She's like, yeah, okay. Now that we know this one's on the docket.
Yeah. Strauss,
especially since considering
and this is,
I got called by the higher ups to turn in my report. She's like, I had a meeting with my superior, fresh in their mind, so I know that it's been paid off. We'll say it's like 11 o'clock.
Okay,
maybe noonish.
Strauss would be like, all right, it's not even noon, barely noon. We need to get to that green box as soon as possible.
Go catch a burger at Miners and head down.
Yeah, I mean, the other team might be there, but it's going to be easier to play it off like we're not going there during the middle of the day.
Yeah. Did we to confirm, are they already here investigating?
They don't know.
She doesn't know.
She doesn't.
She just know that there was another team that was going to be.
Okay.
And what day did those kids get found?
Yesterday. So that would have been the
27th.
So they're probably at the corner.
So.
I was like, bodies are going to stink, but you know what? They probably do move them.
Yeah.
So here's the only other
makes fucking sense.
Another thing, there's another problem with getting the bowl and knife is that it's already logged that the bowl and knife were there. I imagine. I'm sure there's some ledger when we use.
I don't need to get the bowl and knife. I need to make sure it's still there.
Okay, so if it's there,
the problem
is
if somebody's taken it, that's our issue.
So your mission is just to confirm if it's there, not take.
Okay.
Yeah. When these guys are saying that,
I might take it, but it's not like. My goal isn't to like, I need to go get the bull for a ritual, because he isn't really... Yeah. It's more like, I know there's something involved.
I need to go a bowl and a knife.
Yeah, and like, who's going to know our code name at Delta Green? I'm going to make sure it's still there. So if it's not there, I immediately suspect this other...
I'm just worried that if we take it, they're going to notice that it's not there. And then they're going to think that someone else
could be.
Is...
Well, they're big
I'll make that call when I find out if it's there.
Well, while these guys are talking about that, I think Agnes would just kind of take her briefcase and like hold it a little bit tighter against her chest, because that's where like the journal is, and you guys don't know that she has the journal, but she also doesn't want like West to know that she has the journal. So, like, she's just kind of listening to you guys, like, formulate a plan, and then just kind of, like, holding the briefcase a little tighter.
Okay, I like it.
A better idea. Let's go get it. Sorry, in addition to that.
That was it.
No, a better idea than taking the bowl or knife is what he was. So a better idea than that, let's go get another bowl and knife and just substitute it. And the green box...
special with carvings or something.
Well, yeah, but they weren't there. They don't know that.
I guess that's true.
Pier 1 Imports. Get that shit.
Pictures. Yeah. Jake's over there drinking water.
I love this idea of you guys go to like the dollar tree,
right?
What do you buy a bowl of knife and just like spray paint it a little bit like coppery, and
just Pinterest.
Yeah, it'll at least slow them down a little bit.
We gotta go to Ace Hardware, get some spray paint.
It's like those like Russian 5-minute hack videos.
yeah.
That make no sense.
Yeah, you're just like, first of all, close your windows.
Seriously though, I'd rather do that than just take the bowl or knife.
Burn that bridge when we get to it.
Do we
need the bowl and knife if we're going to even have the option?
Burn that bridge when we get to
it. We're going to get there and go, the bowl and knife's there, and then leave, go get some bowl and knife, come back, substitute the bowl and knife.
Do we
it's inefficient.
We can split up.
Do we need it?
We don't know.
We don't know. I want to know if we can't get in and be a... So Strauss is just sitting there thinking. He's like, all right, well, if we can't get in as crime scene cleaners until, what, you said tomorrow?
Yeah, it's probably going to... I got to reach out to the city... offer the services, work some stuff there. So I
will
work on it now that I know that's what you guys want to do. I'll start working on it right after we get done.
We need information as soon as we can get it.
We can probably break in tonight.
Yeah, we need to know if that bowl and knife is still there. He'd like just.
All right.
Well, that's my thought. Is why aren't maybe we're too close, but maybe the organization is already doing something. Why are our code names there?
Trust me, I don't know. I have no idea what's happened. Like, that's why I figured you guys would probably want to look into this and figure out what.
Yeah, I feel like we can go straight to the green box.
Yeah, like that. And so Strauss's mind now is getting a little more paranoid because usually he's been like for the mission, but we weren't allowed to go in and finish up. There's our code names, which means somebody knows. And, like, maybe it's because we introduced ourselves as that around town, and this is somebody else in town 2 years later. Cool. If we go check out and the bowl is gone, much more likely it's Delta Green. That's kind of where his thought is. Like, now it's paranoid. Like, okay, I don't know who to trust. Trusting West.
Right. It's the most likely explanation of our names being by our silhouettes is that the other Delta Green agents identified our silhouette based on height, based on the knowledge that Delta Green already has on.
Well, no. Why would there be a silhouette of us? And the most likely explanation is the other team was like, that's the one, put our name on it. Whoever painted the silhouette already knew our name. That's the thing.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess we can check the silhouette.
Do we know when the silhouette showed up? Because she sent us a message 2 days ago. But did they show up, like, staggered over time over, like, a week or so?
They all showed up, like... So if you got the message on that Monday... They showed up on, like, Saturday night. Like, into Sunday morning, they appeared overnight.
Yeah, so it's all happened quickly.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's definitely weird. So, okay, so you guys are going to drive into Ellensburg, assuming take the rent-a-car from Agnes. And
well, do we want to, or do we want to be able to split
the
up?
Other cars, you guys know for sure, over there. Saw you guys leave the house, and they would know what cars were on file there.
Agnes definitely has a lot of fast food in the front seat, so she just got to clean it out real quick.
I have a bunch of hacking equipment that I'm ready to take to the green box to get open the lock and mess with any security systems.
They have the key.
Yeah, we
still have the key. Okay,
she gave it to us.
Yeah, I think she would have gotten the key and.
Okay, cool. But there's a front gate though.
That was a code.
Okay, so, we still have that.
Yeah, it suits. Okay. Nothing changed, so she will slide you there.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure with her, like, you kept up with the green box this time?
Yep.
No more problems, so we can just get right in.
Yep.
The biggest concern is where you're saying what the other team is there. We just need to...
Okay.
I think it would also be pertinent to note that Agnes is the only one out of all of you that interacted with and does not want to draw attention to that, so she'd probably be wearing like a baseball cap and like a hoodie just to not look like she is the original Agent Agnes from before. That would just be something to note. And I know the rodeo's going on, so he's probably really working hard on making sure all that's working.
Yeah, there's a lot of drunk riffraff.
But still, what are the chances? This is Delta Green.
You never know.
All right.
That's how you get caught. Is by getting comfortable.
Getting comfortable.
Good job.
Yeah.
Stay paranoid.
It's a good catchphrase. Stay paranoid.
So we see you guys leave, drive over. You guys talk about anything in the car ride there? Is it pretty quiet? Like, what is this? Now that you guys are away from from Director West, do you guys have anything to say to each other, or you guys just listen to whatever music's on the radio?
As soon as there's a lull, I'm just like, you guys freaked out by the silhouette thing?
Yeah, that's the part that concerns me the most.
Why are...
About the only thing I think Strauss concretely remembers from this weird ritual is like, what would a dude shaped like a silhouette, that's about it. Like some weird shit he saw, but he doesn't know what happened. So like that's triggering in his mind.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think you're right. That was already concerning enough. Then they know our code names, and then this murder yesterday. I thought we wrapped this.
I think Duffy is more concerned about the secrecy, because I think in Duffy's mind things would come back to Delta Green often. I feel like problems like this a lot of the times, and I feel like it probably would be common to send in a different team because you're so especially like with us taking part in this case before, and now our appearance is showing back up. I was a government employee, Strauss was a government employee, Agnes is a government employee. I don't really know about Reflux, but it's like, it's a breach of protocol, right? We would be too close to the case. I don't think we would. So I think Duffy's more concerned about like why even we're being brought back. Can we trust West? Because she seems like, yeah, and she's like, hey, by the way, this is our little secret. If anybody else comes and talks to you about this, like, this never happened, which doesn't, it feels like that's how Delta Green normally is, but this feels like an extra layer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like that you're paranoid for a different reason than
I am. I think it's justified, right? Like, like the way that she's talking about Delta.
Yep.
And just like metagaming wise, information I'm not going to bring. There was like Delta Green and Cowboys, right?
Yeah,
like
so the Cowboys and the program.
There's the program and the Outlaws or Cowboys.
Okay, yeah. So, and like Duffy has, I would imagine,
you wouldn't have no idea.
Yeah, no knowledge. So I think it's very interesting.
Yeah, typically players are never supposed to know whether they're working for the program or the Cowboys or Outlaws.
And that's what is making this feel cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, and that's it. I just want to address the silhouette.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, because I think it is super interesting that it's our code names. So, right now I think Duffy is more concerned about Delta Green being the enemy or being a part of something greater.
The concern, Strauss would be telling, like, the concern I have is it makes sense for our code names.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's our code names.
It's our code names. And it could just be somebody in the town who found out about this, who knew about the reputation of this house and found out some information. But they can't get into the green box. If that's gone, that means Delta Green's involved. That's what I'm afraid.
Do you guys drive by the house? Do you like take a detour to go check it out?
Ooh, I think I would eventually.
Well, is Agnes the only one driving in her rent-a-car, or are we taking like separate cars?
I assume you all piled into that one.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to take other cars.
Yeah,
I think you guys would be, because,
if our plan, I guess maybe I should have thought of this ahead of time, but my thought is just today, run into town, check the green box real quick, maybe drive by the house, head back to Yakima with a game plan.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then it would just be one.
And does Acid know that you have the book yet?
No one knows that she has the book,
right.
And I kind of think that Agnes would stay quiet in the car while these guys were discussing everything.
Okay.
Just to try to mull over all of the information that she's been gathering for like the last 2 years, because she's had the journal and she's
Does Wes know you have the journal?
No.
Nobody knows.
Wait, does Wes know I have the journal? No, yeah.
I don't think. I think you kept it pretty hidden.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Agnes is probably just mulling over everything in her head, saying like, who can I trust? Who can I tell I have she basically at this point, she just wants answers. She just wants more information so that she's kind of a little manic about it.
So, and I'm sorry, whose journal was this one? This was
Isabel Wheeler.
Isabel
Wheeler. Okay.
So pretty much has the blueprints of how to extinguish Shadow Man.
Okay.
For X amount of time. Yeah. Wait,
and conjure him as well.
So out of curiosity, is Nyarlathotep and Shadow Man one and the same?
Yes.
Okay.
Nyarlathotep is the like walking chaos or something like that. So
creeping.
Yeah, the creeping terror, the creeping chaos.
Crawling chaos.
So the dark the Dark Man is just one of his it's one of his aliens.
All right. I didn't know if it was someone trying to summon.
It's just easier to say than Nyarlathotep. So
yeah,
it's easier to spell too.
Yeah.
So I motion over to Agnes in the car and I say, "Okay, I think we should have someone looking out while we're in there. So one of us should just be on a lookout to see if anyone comes in. whether that's the police or...
Good idea.
So I was thinking either you or me. I didn't know if... Because I know that you have already met with the sheriff. You've spoken that you don't want to meet the sheriff again. Would you rather be on the outside on alert, or would you want that to be me?
Well, we all have, like, throwaway cell phones from West. Is that a thing still?
Yeah,
No.
I don't think she didn't give us...
Well, we can stop by 7-Eleven.
I'd get some walkie-talkies for us.
Walkie-talkies? Yeah,
Where you
Agnes would be cool just, like, chilling in the car. She'd probably, like, pull down her baseball cap a little bit and, like, hunker down in her seat. She's like, I got it.
Okay,
I
cool.
got this.
You're on watch.
Yeah, we can have, like, Agnes in the car and then one of us in the hallway just to make sure, like, if any of the other, like, team comes up, just be like,
yeah, and thought is if anybody comes near that, we close up.
Yeah,
we
just
can be
scatter.
the next unit over. Yeah.
Delta split.
Delta strike! Delta split!
We were talking about Fast and Furious yesterday out at dinner about how
At dinner.
even in the age of technology we've reached, where like everything's Bluetooth and wireless, they still use walkie-talkies in this movie, just for the simple fact that they could have the shot where they're driving, just talking to
So true.
Anyways, so you guys hit Ellensburg, a lot more traffic than you remember. Like there's quite a few cars, a lot of people walking around in cowboy hats.
Do they make them look cute?
Some of them look cute. Some look cute, feel cute, so that's all that matters.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of cowboy hats, a lot of boots, a lot of denim jeans.
Is this an annual thing?
It is
every
an
year?
annual thing, yes.
What about the belt buckles? Are they shiny?
Belt buckles,
Aw,
shining,
like-
glistening in the sun, glistening in the summer sun.
I'm so happy.
So, got some boots or some rattlesnakes on them, so don't tread on me.
Oh, yeah.
Some
Lots of USA flag shirts.
lots of USA flag shirts.
With
Yeah,
an eagle.
probably some eagles. Yeah, some mullets.
So cute.
Awesome.
Everyone's been so cute.
And so yeah, you guys are just kind of you have to go through Main Street a little bit, and then you take a left to go out toward /. And yeah, you just see there's just plasters, like signs, every fucking business.
They all say, "Let's go, Brandon."
Yeah, they would have. Yeah,
Sorry.
no,
my
you're
bad.
good.
Timeline accurate.
Would have been.
Oh no, they all say "fuck Joe Biden," probably, or probably just Trump.
Was he president?
2020.
No, because he became president in 2020.
Yeah, but I thought that was coming out before the.
Yeah, I think they were just.
No, I think you're right. I think
it was-
that weird saying came out like 2020.
Yeah,
I think it was on the offense and not on the back foot.
There we go.
just say fuck Joe Biden.
the
A lot of
important details.
FJB.
Yeah, my bad.
It's
My
really,
bad.
it's really easy to just say fuck Joe Biden.
We'll keep
Like,
it out of
you
this
don't-
podcast.
No, you're fine.
Too late.
I love the aspect of that. We're like, we're being cheeky and clever.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not. You
Yeah,
can just
yeah.
you can swear. It's
You
I
like,
just
mean,
say it.
nobody cares.
Yeah.
Everybody called Bush a war criminal.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
it's like it's like
You're all fucked.
every president's been shit talked. Like,
Yeah.
you remember the outrage of No Effects is like not my president shirt with George Bush on them. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, there was a huge outrage after that. But
Oh, yeah. There you go.
anyways, so yeah, you guys see just every business has like a big poster on it for the Ellensburg Rodeo. It's actually, I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty dope photo or picture. It's like kind of a old.
I'm gonna picture it's like a horse being launched out of a can.
No, it's actually a lot. It looks like a Louis L'Amour cover. I don't know if you know
That
who
was
Louis
way
L'Amour is.
off.
That's what Louis L'Amour is, though.
I was thinking all American sign. What would that be? Horse being shot out of a cannon.
The Stampede life.
It'd
would
be a
cool
horse
life.
with an AK or with a M16
Yeah.
or AR-15. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's the poster.
Oh, very Drew
Dude,
Struzan.
wow, that really does look like a Louis L'Amour
Right? It looks
Yeah.
like a Louis L'Amour
cover. Yeah.
I feel like eating apple pie and saying hi to my mom.
You should.
Sleeping on the rain.
So
My
yeah.
mom is my hero, and I hope the troops come back.
Yep. There you go.
So
Bo Burnham.
Yeah.
you guys kind of pass through, see all of everything has this. You see, there are like kind of as you approach, kind of like where the police office, the sheriff's office is, or where the police station is. Some of the bigger signs they have like big things they put on lamp posts that have like banners hanging from them. I don't know the official term from them. But there are, it says like Ellensburg Rodeo, Labor Day weekend, and then it lists like calf racing, or like, you know, all the different events that you do at a rodeo. So like all that, and then you see at the bottom there's like a pageant. There's like a some sort of a pageant, like Miss Ellen, like Miss Rodeo 2019 pageant. Because there is a legitimately a beauty pageant kind of Miss Rodeo event that happens.
Yeah. What's the age range?
It is like high school, so it's like 17 to or like 16 to.
I was thinking Miss Congeniality.
No, they might have various age groups. I don't remember, but there was definitely like.
I would fully be down to just make this Operation Operation Agnes Makeover. Have her win the pageant.
So she can, you guys got it. Agnes has that's the whole plot. Agnes has to get in and win.
Yeah,
gotta win it.
There was somehow the pageant was being taken over by cultists, and we had to like implant Agnes.
No joke. I just
pageant.
Watched Miss Congeniality
last month. That'd be dope.
You got it.
Yep. I'd play that.
All right, that's how. You guys figured it out. All right, that's it.
Fuck, where do I put my gun?
All right.
Okay, so yeah, you guys. Yeah, so just kind of describing the scene as you guys drive through. Like, this is a big fucking event. Like, there are two major things that Ellensburg has. There's like Jazz in the Valley, and then there's this event. So, and the Ellensburg Rodeo, like, it's a big moneymaker. It's, you know, Labor Day weekend. It's packed with people in here. So eventually you guys reach the green box, you punch in your key in the gate, it slides open. Maybe you park kind of like a row over and then walk around. I'm not quite sure how you guys want to go about it.
Yeah, the car would be not in front of the storage.
Well, so as far as I understand, it is a big storage facility.
Yeah.
You need a key to get into like the buildings where there's the units, and then we have a key for the lock.
This is all an all outdoor one. So think of like the big open lot one.
Okay,
like,
like, so it's code and then a key.
Yeah, so you put a code in at the front gate, it slides, you drive in. There are some parking stalls, but most people like park along the fence and then you walk over. So you could park like the next row over against the back fence and then kind of walk to it if you.
I mean, yeah, if somebody wants to park the car like one row past our row, but so you can still see anybody driving in.
This is probably just paranoia, but if we can park the car in the same row facing the gate or whatever way we need to exit, and then just have a person in the driver's seat.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
Just have two people go in and like.
I think that's good.
Click on, because that way we can. If anybody fucking shows up, we can be like, "Oh, we were at D6. You're looking for D7."
Yep. No, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, so maybe we could even make a quick like drive past it, look down the row, nobody's there.
Nope, you don't
pull
see
a
anybody.
Yui, and then park in a row.
Like a full.
Who's gonna go investigate?
I would like to investigate the green box, please. If nobody has If anybody else wants to come along, sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone that remembers the events that happened should probably go.
Well, you don't know he doesn't remember the events.
Yeah,
unless he explicitly told you guys.
He didn't explicitly tell you. So that was more for the players in the Amnesia. But what he would have told anybody is just that the most extent he would have told you is one of the concerning things is the silhouettes and kind of seeing the weird dark man. Like that's kind of a.
Is he having amnesia around the event that occurred, or around all like
the event that occurred,
but,
like the exorcism or whatever?
Okay,
oh yeah, no, he knows everything up until
consecration. Thank you.
Consecration, yeah. Up until like we were gonna kill the guy.
Okay, cool.
It's there that it basically is almost entirely gone. It's just he remembers seeing the dark.
I like the idea of like your brain like is protecting you.
Yeah, it's just blocked it all out.
And Chris, I know in some cases
factually there was some kind of consecration and supposedly it worked. He does not remember.
And we don't usually know that someone has an illness like this, right?
No.
So like I don't know if anyone else knows. Like I don't know if he's like told us like, hey, by the way, I don't remember what happened.
No, he definitely would not tell you that it's totally blacked out.
So we don't know.
Yeah, I think all of the traumas that you guys went through are the side effects. I don't think we'll see when they start to come out.
Right. And I'll position kind of outside, like in between, not in between the gate and where our building is. So I'm just kind of lurking around, loitering, being very alert and vigilant. That's
gotcha.
I'm being a weird creeper.
So we see Strauss, Duffy get out of the car, kind of saunter over, cautiously walking, maybe doing the exaggerated creeping motions like you see in movies.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Strauss is on Duffy's shoulders, and we have a giant cloak on.
Yeah.
Giant,
just popping his head out to breathe every once in a while. Okay, you guys get to the door, slide the key in, you hear the lock clink, like unlock. You roll the door up, and you are looking into the green box that you remember. It looks like it's been cleaned up a bit. So, like, everything, looks like, I don't know if the coffin would still be there, but it probably is still there. Some of the beds, I think you guys had them laying down to do the surgery on. They are stacked up nicely in a corner. You can see let's be real, there'd probably be bloodstains on one from Strauss. So you can see 100%. that one has been turned around, so it's not obvious. You took the shotgun shells and the shotgun, so those are gone out of there. I think all of the IDs and everything have been put into a box. There's some file cases that all of that stuff has been tucked into and put into. And I think they've even there's a rack in there now, like a gorilla rack that some of this stuff is sitting on to kind of organize it better. But you see sitting on one of these racks is the bullet.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So I think you guys would know that you definitely would know someone's been here because it wasn't like this when you got here. So someone has come and organized stuff. When you guys got there, it was just kind of like a disheveled mess.
Yeah.
And it looks like somebody's come and cleaned this up a bit.
Is that standard procedure after cases for a cleanup crew to come in at all? Or
I don't think it is.
Okay.
They kind of just they usually have a friendly in the area who kind of keeps an eye on the stuff, is what my understanding of it is. So I think that would definitely pique your guys' thing that somebody's been here. And the fact that everything is organized better now. I'm going to roll to see if the coffin... Yeah, that coffin is... The coffin is out of there.
Cool. So, Strauss wants to, I would walk over to... to this rack.
Yeah.
Stuff, kind of pick up the bowl, take a quick look, peek around, make sure it's as close to what he remembers. He didn't really handle it, I don't think, so...
Yeah.
I don't think he could look at it and go, this is a fake. But... pick it up, look around, kind of move things around. Duffy, help me look around. Is that journal here? I want to
be a search roll.
Jimothy Duffy does not power game.
We know it. We know it exists. That's actually okay.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm more concerned about. Anything involved with it has to be in here. 51.
That's a 15. Dog.
Oh, it is a 15. You're right. Hey, even better because my search is a 50.
Oh. Yeah, you know for certain that it is not here. You go through it and you don't see there was a journal. You dig through.
Oh, here comes some drama.
Well, the bowl's here, but whatever's in that journal isn't here anymore.
Drama in the TC.
And the LCB?
Yeah.
LBC.
Yeah, but I did TCE.
What's TCE?
I was making a play off of it, yes. I know, yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Long Beach County, yeah.
A lot of sense.
Well, then I guess Strauss would look like, Duffy, what do you think? Leave the bowl and knife here, take them.
Well, so if I kind of want to take them, because I don't want anybody else to...
I'd say take them.
That's kind of where I'm...
But...
I wouldn't touch them. I'd, use something else to put them in a bag.
If the other crew shows up and they're like, well, this is supposed to be here, is that going to suck?
Well, there's no catalog of items, so it's more what they know about the previous case.
But somebody was here, and we don't know that they weren't here to catalog.
That is true. That is true.
We don't know that it wasn't cleaned up by the other team to just make it more tidy and organized. And then if they come back in a day and some of it's gone, that's not.
Would it even matter if they looked to see if there was dust accumulation to see approximate? Or is that just...
Oh, dude! Wow, yeah. I mean,
I'm not there. I'm not
Hey,
there.
what did my 15 under 50 get me?
Yeah,
you were looking specifically for a journal, so it got you that.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Good thought.
No,
I wouldn't think.
I think you guys, if you looked around, you could tell that the boxes look relatively new. There's not like a whole ton of, everything looks recent. Like even like you might even see like dust trails where like they put the shelving in. Maybe there's even like stuff like that. So I think it looks recent.
Okay.
So I wouldn't want to take anything, but I am scared. Now that because Duffy wasn't thinking about the journal, so now that you brought up the journal and it's not here, I guess you would need both halves, right? You would need the instructions and then the tools.
Yeah, he doesn't super know. Yeah, Strauss is kind of in the same thing. Like, I don't super know, but either one being gone isn't great.
I think we need to track down the journal. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But I don't think we should take the bolt.
Okay. Yeah, no, it makes you feel better. I was going to look for the journal anyway.
It's not that she's opposed to telling you guys. She's just kind of still mulling things over.
You just haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but whoops! Did I have this?
It is good. The bowl. It is good. I like that the bowl's still there.
Yeah.
At the very least,
that is good.
That's good.
Okay, but think of it this way. I know I'm not there, but I'm just being devil's advocate. Devil's advocate.
Hey.
What if we need to do the ritual again, and we need the bowl and knife, and suddenly it's not there?
Yeah.
Blah.
Would I do that to you?
Yes.
Okay, you're sure. Yep.
You know, it'd be really good is if we had a replica bowl and knife, and then we get
from the dollar store.
Yeah, we can just buy some spray paint.
Get a little huff.
Whip one up.
Get a little paint.
But that's just my 2 cents.
We can just get really fucking high on spray paint first, and then we can make a replica bowl.
Like I said,
I just see Jim Duffy just like silver face.
Witness me.
So I guess what was the purpose of coming to the green box? It wasn't to
It was to confirm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so we don't need to immediately panic. I mean, that's kind of where I'm thinking. Like, if they're both gone, if the bowl and knife are gone, that means somebody took it. And they're doing these weird rituals.
But it is very concerning that it's changed. That the green box
Absolutely.
has changed.
I think that would. Yeah.
Oh, can we? Is there anybody up at the front counter?
There'd be your good buddy who worked there. Yeah.
I don't want to go through him.
I don't want to talk to him.
I thought it was outside of business hour.
You guys are in like middle of the day.
Yeah. No.
I thought it was 11 p.m. Sorry.
No.
Well, here's another question. Does the bowl and knife still have blood on it from that guy that we...
I bet it do.
Yeah, I mean, I was...
Or did someone clean it up?
Yeah, it's still stained. It's still... I mean, there were still stains on it, remember?
Yeah, so that's...
No sanitary conditions
I think without taking it and really looking at it.
Can we
I even like the idea of, like, Duffy... Sorry.
No, you're fine. I need to reevaluate my life. After I said, can we uses? You're good.
Okay. I'm glad I cut that off for you then.
Yeah.
I kind of, I like this idea, even Strauss, like, going over to it and, like, picking it up. And then we see, like, the flashes in his head of, like, the moments of it happening. Like, the knife going to the neck, and then it's, like, fuzziness and, like, even just, like, flashes of just things that he doesn't really know.
Like you're trying to remember a song that, like, you could just you know the tune, but you cannot reproduce it.
Yeah, I like the idea of, like, hey, you going to pick that up, and I'm not going to make you roll sanity, but I just think with everything that you've been going through, I think that's a cool little image that happens. Like, you pick it up, and we see, like, we cut back to, like, the chanting and, like, the candlelight in this room, and, like, you're watching it, and then, like, you see it slit, and then you see, like, the like eyes open, and then it's just like nothing. Like, just like static fuzz in your head.
Like Total Recall.
Yeah. I like to think it hurts a little bit too. And you're like, wait, like, you're like, it doesn't make sense. You can't. Yeah.
It's such a great story.
I just think it's a cool scene.
Yeah.
Can we use Acid Reflux's tech ability to, like, hack?
Remember, they didn't have security cameras.
Yeah.
Do they have any sort of log? Can we see if anybody came in to check out our green box unit? Do they have, like, a log?
There would be a log.
Excel sheet?
So there would be a log.
Handwritten?
I would assume that whatever powers that gate is tied to a computer program that logs in who comes in, who logs out.
I guess
I'm assuming there has to be that. Like, just logically.
I'll tell you this, I think there would be, because I have a storage unit in Auburn.
Yep.
And I have one, kind of what I'm imagining this. I have a key to my unit, and then there's an electronic gate. And everybody has a unique code to the gate.
Yeah.
So I would think...
And so they should be able to log who... Yeah, so you would think that the computer, they would have that, but you'd have to get their computer. You have to get onto that computer.
I guess also, whoever used it wouldn't necessarily have to tie their... Because, I mean, realistically, I have the same situation, I can like plug in your code for my
right, exactly.
It's just if we were on the off chance they use the same code, we could find it.
Strauss, Duffy, just get me in there, and I'll get you the information.
I mean,
dude, honestly, I kind of want to. So I want to break.
Not a bad idea.
I want to break into the crime scene tonight, so we can get there earlier than tomorrow. And I kind of want to fucking get you logged up. Whoa!
I'm in.
Agnes never interacted with the guy from the front desk.
No, she did not.
Oh yeah, true.
So if someone needs to get in but need to interact with them, it could be Agnes.
Okay,
just putting that out there.
Sure.
All right. So yeah, you guys, you know what you know here. You've seen there are these items in the green box. Do you guys leave at that point and go drive by the house, or what?
Well, if it's the middle of the day, why not drive by the house? And then if we want to come back or do something else.
Yeah, I think that's a good ending shot is you guys pulling up on the 1206 Spooner Avenue on the corner there where this house is, and you just see it's just like an empty field now, like grass is starting to grow over the foundation because you guys burned it down.
Burned it down, yeah.
Oh, right.
So they've completely demolished what this house was, and it's just like this corner lot is just grass growing up. So I think we just kind of get like one of those panning shots where you guys standing there like from across the street looking at it, at everything, and maybe just remembering what happened in this area. Like
we got the good ending.
Yeah.
Get a flash of myself pouring gas along the backyard.
You see, like Duffy's got like the images, or Reflex has the images of him like rushing Strauss into his car. We see Duffy calm and cool, taking care of a meal. So
slaughtering that guy.
Clinical.
It was Agnes that like started. She got like most of you guys out. She like started pouring the gas. Well, I forget now.
I don't. Yeah, I think you because they all went catatonic at that point.
Yeah, so she got everyone.
You kind of like babied them out.
Yeah.
Your flashback is the final phrase.
Yeah, it's the most accurate, but fuzzy.
I think yours would be seeing Isabel Wheeler's ghost as it kind of like fades away, and like almost like the relief on her face that you got, like seeing her kind of just like stand there for a smile and second, and then like evaporate.
But whatever ghosts.
I keep like I don't want to spoil anything, but then like I was like, oh, these guys know what happened if they're listening now, so we're good.
They were all there too, so yeah. So all right, I think we'll leave there. My name is Director West. What you're listening to here is the accounts of what happened after Operation Iago in Ellensburg, Washington. This mission was not sanctioned by the program. I've done it on my own accord in hopes to take care of whatever is there. After Operation Iago was a success, 2 years later, shadow men appeared on the walls in the town of Ellensburg, Washington, with the names and outlines of the agents who took care of the original problem. In addition to that, 2 young men were killed, and written in blood on their apartment wall was the phrase, "Hell is me." That phrase was found on the outside of the house at 1206 Spooner Avenue. I contacted Agent Agnes, Reflux, Strauss, and Duffy to give them the opportunity to come back to Ellensburg, Washington to investigate why their names were there. I will be the first to admit this might have been a foolish choice. A case so closely tied to them, I'm not quite sure it was the best decision, but I think it's the right decision to do to give them the opportunity to fix, I don't know if fix is the right word, but combat whatever they originally fought and finish it off. I don't know what my fate's going to be. I don't know how long I'm going to have, so I'm going to keep this diary and update what happens with the mission as it goes. This is Entry 1.